Welcome back to beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida, as the cars are on track for race number 2 of the Firestone Indy Lights season, the St. Petersburg 100. Mike King along with Arie Luyendyk Jr. and Kevin Lee as we get set for race number 2. Junior Strauss celebration's over for right now. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. And Sebastian Saavedra wound up 26th, Arie, in race number 1, but he goes off on pole in race 2.
He's definitely looking to gap the field here. Junior Strauss had a really good race yesterday, so let's see if he can repeat.
Yeah, Junior Strauss set to go off on the outside of the front row. James Hinchcliffe and company there as you take a look at the drivers that will start 6th through 10th. Jay Howard, 2006 champion, will go off 10th. Take a look at Duncan Tappy as he will go off 13th. Had a big scare there in race number 1.
Yeah, a lot of guys have trouble with the vision, actually running out of tear-offs. There was some spray from one of the cars, and that affected Duncan in his crash.
Rest of the grid as the drivers warming up the tires. You see Jonathan Somerton as he had an outstanding run in race number 1 as well. He winds up 2nd. And there you see all the rest of the starters. Sergei Mokhchantsev will go off 27th. He was the first driver out in race number 1. Through turn number 10, what a beautiful sight it is, and just gorgeous conditions here for race number 2 of the Firestone Indy Lights season. Let's talk about the keys to the race, Arie.
First one, track conditions. You know, the IndyCar warm-up just got finished, so there should be more grip than race 1. Second one will be restarts. A lot of the passing was done. Strauss made it happen for the lead. On the restarts, look for Jonathan Somerton to take advantage of this. The last one would be aggressive. Street course, need to make moves happen sometimes.
Come off of turn number 14, down this long front straightaway at the Albert Whitted Airport, and the green flag is out, and we're underway. Race number 2. Sebastian Saavedra, he's got his teammate Arie going to the inside, and it looks like Hildebrand will make the move into turn number 1.
Great move. He orchestrated that perfect. Everyone's getting through there cleanly right now.
You talked about one of the keys being aggressive. Hildebrand very aggressive on that start.
Yeah, I think he really took advantage of Saavedra's inexperience on the rolling starts.
Once again, as we talked about in race number 1, the fact that we have 17 rookies of the 27 drivers on the grid for this race. Arie, half of this field had never done a flying start going into race number 1. Once again, another great start for the Firestone Indy Lights, but we do have a problem with the 63 car. Duncan Tappy, who had the problem yesterday.
He's having a bad weekend.
Absolutely. So that's a shame for Duncan Tappy. And Arie, the damage to the car when you bury it in the tire barrier like that's going to be extensive to the front nose.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the problem areas on the start, turn 4, heavy braking zone. We haven't seen the replay yet, but it's a shame.
Duncan Tappy wound up 25th in race number 1. Here's your replay, Arie. Take a look in turn number 4. Whoa, he got airborne.
Yeah, it looks like, we didn't see the beginning of that, so it's kind of hard to tell what happened, but definitely went up on 2 wheels and ended up in the tire barrier.
Got to assume with the right side of the car up like that, he made contact with another driver.
Exactly. Someone could have poked their nose inside, made a late braking move. We don't know whose fault that was.
Well, it was J.R. Hildebrand who, in race number 1, gave it up on the restart. It looked like he was going to have a good chance to win the race. On the start of race number 2, JR made sure he was not going to be called out. A very aggressive start. He goes from 3rd to 1st.
But it's looking like he might get a penalty here.
Well, let's take a look. Perhaps there he is. You see that JR made the dive to the inside before the start-finish line. So the 26, Arie, is going to be penalized.
He's going to have to move behind the 18, I believe, which will put him in 3rd.
So J.R. Hildebrand, who had grabbed the lead on the start, will not have it when we restart after this incident in turn number 4. So as we get set to reset the lineup, we have a full course caution because of the incident involving this guy, Duncan Tappy. Let's go to pit lane and Kevin Lee.
Al Spire is the executive director of Firestone Racing, involved with the Firestone Indy Lights Series. Again, you had a long involvement. What led you to be back as a title sponsor for this series beginning last season?
Well, Firestone Indy Lights is such a great training ground for drivers. We got Rafael Matos, who won the series last year, and it catapulted him right into an IndyCar ride this year. That's exactly what Firestone Indy Lights is supposed to do. And not only is it a very good training ground for drivers, but team owners and mechanics and everybody who's involved with the series. So it was one of the key fundamental building blocks for Firestone getting back into IndyCar racing. And we just continue to want to support the new people, the new blood coming into the sport.
How do these tires in this series compare to the IndyCar tires?
Well, they're a little bit smaller. I mean, everything on the Indy Lights cars is just a little bit smaller than the Indy cars, but they're very, very technologically advanced tires. You know, we do a lot of development work on them as well to run on all the different street, road circuits, and ovals. That's the variety that Firestone Indy Lights has that no other racing series has either as a training ground. So they're pretty special tires.
Thank you. Al Spire from Firestone.
Full course caution, Kevin, for the incident involving the rookie Duncan Tappy, who hails from West Ewell, England. J.R. Hildebrand will move back behind his teammates Sebastian Saavedra and Junior Strauss when we come back. Welcome back to the Firestone Indy Lights St. Petersburg 100 on versus your leader Sebastian Saavedra. J.R. Hildebrand now shown in second place. Remember, he was penalized, Arie Luyendyk Jr. on the start of the race, had to go back to third, but has now regained a position.
He made a really good move on a restart, and we'll see why we have the yellow.
We are under yellow for an incident involving Pippa Mann. This was just a couple of laps earlier as Pippa Mann and Allie Jackson were fighting for 18th place on track, and then Pippa Mann, just 3 laps later, winds up making contact with the wall, damages the right rear, and she is out of the race.
A very tough day for her.
So Pippa Mann to the sidelines. Restart now as we have 22 laps being shown complete, working lap number 23 of the 40 that will make up this, the second event on the 2009 Firestone Indy Lights Series calendar. Sebastian Saavedra, problems yesterday with fuel pressure, but Arie Luyendyk Jr. in race number 2, he's all over it. He's been turning some very quick laps.
We're just after halfway. He's definitely controlling the race. He has a really good pace. The pace is quicker than yesterday. He actually just posted before that yellow the quickest lap of the race, which is quicker than his qualifying lap, which put him on pole.
Jonathan Somerton, the 20-year-old rookie from Kissimmee, Florida, third in Atlantics last year, had a great day in day 1 and race number 1. Now he has found himself starting 16th in race number 2, but has fought his way up to 9th place, so he's already working in the top 10.
He actually made up 7 spots on the first lap.
Can't beat that.
He's pretty much found his home in 9th place. Hopefully he can move up a little bit more, but here we got some action for second place.
Good battle here, and we've got to spin. That is James Davison in turn number 13, another car.
And Philippe.
Richard Philippe will go off the track to avoid him, and James Davison in the sand trap there, and Arie, it looks like he's going to be stuck. I don't think he's going to be able to get out. So James Davison, who is running in the top 5 as the battle is heating up front here on the streets of St. Petersburg. Sebastian Saavedra continues to lead. He's being chased by J.R. Hildebrand and race 1 winner Junior Strauss. Anna Beatrice has also got herself into the top 5. There you see Anna in the 20 car. Here's the replay, Arie in 13.
Looks like, Richard Philippe just way too aggressive. He just braked way too late for the last corner.
Full course yellow, and I've got to assume that it's for the James Davison car.
Yeah, you know, and that's just one of those situations, not Davison's fault.
Yep.
He had a tough race yesterday. He was second for most of the race, but slipped back to 8th. He was looking to make some points up today, and unfortunately his day's done.
Well, right now it's AFS Andretti Green Racing shown at the top of the leaderboard. Sebastian Saavedra, the 18-year-old rookie, is the leader as we work lap 24 under caution on the streets of St. Pete. Let's go to Kevin Lee.
Kim Green is one of the owners of AFS Andretti Green Racing, running 1-2 right now. Your guy Hildebrand made a great move getting past Strauss in turn 13. Obviously the day's going pretty well.
Wow, so far the guys are doing a really good job, Sebastian and JR, and both got very strong race cars. A long way to go still in this race. We had a very good race going yesterday. It didn't turn out that way, but very, very happy with the way the team's working out this season at the opening race.
Andretti Green is one of several IndyCar teams involved in this series. What's the advantage to the IndyCar operation?
Well, I think there's several advantages. One, we get some additional test miles, which is fantastic. It's a great place to develop not only drivers, engineers, and crew members. So JR has already driven our IndyCar once at Sebring. Done a great job, I think, contributed a lot. And both he and Sebastian, I hope, will get an opportunity to run our IndyCar again, and that's precious. It's great for the series. We won the championship last year with Gary Peterson and AFS as well. We've got a great team, so hopefully we can do the same again this year.
Gary Peterson is the owner of AFS Racing. They combine with Andretti Green Racing for the Firestone Indy Lights operation.
And J.R. Hildebrand is the old man at AFS Andretti Green at the age of 21, while his teammate Sebastian Saavedra is just 18 years old. So they've got a couple of young guns in the AFS Andretti Green fold. Well, As we get set to go back to the restart, I want to remind you that tonight the Red Wings skate into Buffalo. Can the home ice edge push the Sabres past the champs and into the playoffs? And in the Stanley Cup playoffs, every second counts. Don't miss a single one. Coverage of the 2009 Stanley Cup playoffs begin next Wednesday at 6:30 Eastern right here on Versus. Sebastian Saavedra, the 18-year-old from Bogota, Colombia, leads his teammate J.R. Hildebrand and Junior Strauss at the St. Petersburg 100. 24 of 40 laps being shown complete. Mike King, Ari Landike Jr., and Kevin Lee, we welcome you back to the Firestone Indy Lights St. Petersburg 100 on Versus. Ari, a lot to catch up on before we go back to green flag racing with 3 laps to go. This on lap 27. Anna Beatrice, J.R. Hildebrand working in the top 4, and they get together in turn number 1.
Yeah, Anna's definitely, she tried to take advantage of Strauss moving to the inside, but her mistake takes out 2 of the most experienced drivers in our field.
So J.R. Strauss Jr. makes the pass to the inside, made it look good too. He really did a great job. Anna
restart.
Thinking that she was going to be able to follow him into turn 1, just didn't happen. Winds up part of her car is in J.R. Hildebrand's car. Both she and Hildebrand done for the day.
Yeah, she made the commitment. Here's the restart on lap 33, and Sebastian Saavedra just braked a little bit too late into 1. Junior Strauss took advantage.
And Stefan Wilson, who had also lost the front left wing on his car. Stefan, once again, Justin Wilson's brother, was having a good outing, but he is out of this one. We're going back to green flag racing here on the streets of St. Petersburg. And Junior Strauss, he's looking to make it a clean sweep here, Ari. With 3 to go now at the line, Junior Strauss is out in front of Sebastian Saavedra. James Hinchcliffe now runs in 3rd place, and Jonathan Somerton, who started this race in 16th place, he's looking for an opportunity to get on the podium for the 2nd time this weekend.
He's had an amazing race. He's been taking advantage of all the things gone wrong around him. He's passed a lot of cars as well, and now we're seeing him in 4th. Could he get on the podium for the 2nd time this weekend, even though he started 16th?
We have kept our eye on that man right there, the number 9, the Anderson Racing Machine of Jonathan Somerton from nearby Kissimmee, Florida, 20 years old, running that Allied interim supply car. And boy, he has just been great. And let's face it, Ari, a lot of his success in race number 2 has been because he's been able to keep his nose clean.
He had a great opening lap, made up 6 spots, but since then he hasn't made many moves, but he's stayed out of trouble, and that's been the key. And now he finds himself in a spot to where he could challenge for a podium. He's got Hinchcliffe in front of him, another experienced guy, a rookie to Indy Lights, but look for him. He's got 3 laps. He's got to really push here to make it happen, though.
Junior Strauss, though, this guy has impressed this weekend. And Ari, he seems
Saavedra's got a good look at this, though.
Is he going to have enough, though, to make the run? No, not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough. But Strauss has been impressive. He's setting lap times right now that aren't as quick as Saavedra, but he's been really good on restarts. He seems to have the restarts down, and that has been the key to his success this weekend.
2 laps are key for Junior Strauss. He goes from 3rd to 2nd on lap 27, and then he goes to the front on the restart on lap 33, and that's where he is right now. And now he's got Sebastian Saavedra trying to chase him down.
Yeah, you saw Saavedra is pushing really hard. He went a little too hot into 4, lost some time. Saavedra seems to be the quicker car here. Can he get by? That's another question. He's got really good braking zones. Here is 10, good braking zone that you can make some passes, but it's going to take a lot. Strauss, he's got the pace. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Junior Strauss, the 25-year-old driver from Wassenaar, Netherlands. Last year, he found a home in the Atlantics where he finished 5th in the championship. But here, looks like he's found a new home that he really likes in the Firestone Indy Lights Series, as he is looking to go 2 for 2 in his first 2 starts in Firestone Indy Lights, and he'll see the white flag at the line. So
Saavedra is not close enough.
No, he is not close enough. And Ari, where's his next best opportunity going to come in turn 10?
Well, right now he's not close enough to get it done in 4, so he has just got to concentrate on getting the technical corners down. Turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, get a good run off at 9, and hopefully he'll be close enough to make a move into 10.
The Winner's Circle Group, that's the team that Junior Strauss drives for. It's the former PDM Racing Group out of Indianapolis. Paul Diatlovich and company looking to go to victory lane for the second time this weekend. Right now, everything going their way. Meantime, Andretti Green Racing, Saavedra runs 2nd in that AFS Andretti Green car, but with J.R. Hildebrand on the sidelines, they have already suffered 2 DNFs this weekend in the first 2 events.
Yeah, from what could have been a dream weekend has turned into a mediocre weekend for AFS Andretti Green Racing. But this, the storybook tale, Junior Strauss and Dutchman making it happen right here, coming into the last corner.
Junior Strauss, all he has to do now is keep it in a straight line off of turn number 14. Junior Strauss, the 25-year-old who said, I will win this weekend. And Ari, he has not done it once, but twice as he takes the checkered flag.
Amazing
Strauss
job.
is the winner in front of Sebastian Saavedra. James Hinchcliffe winds up third. Jonathan Somerton is in fourth. Daniel Harrington in fifth. A little Gatorade shower, if you will, for Paul Diatlevich there. A couple of cars getting together here at the end. One of them, it looks like, is Andrew Prendeville. Here as they were pressing very hard to the finish. Is that Jay Howard? It might possibly be Jay Howard that was a part of that. We'll have to check that. But there it is. You see Jonathan Somerton coming alongside the 18 of Junior Strauss, giving him the heads up. And Jonathan Somerton just missing a podium here. But a great drive for Jonathan as he goes from 16th to 4th.
Yeah, and he'll leave here second in points, Somerton. So that's a great weekend for him. Great start to the season, but nothing better than having 2 wins. Junior Strauss, excellent job.
And he's the first driver to do this since your former teammate, Rafa Matos, 3 years ago, came here and swept the weekend, then driving for Guthrie Racing.
And it wasn't an easy job. You know, he had to make some really good moves out there, and he impressed a lot of people. So let's see what he can do for the rest of the season. You know, 16 races, a long time to go, but he looks pretty strong.
Well, Junior Strauss is your winner. This is a weekend that he will not soon forget. Sebastian Saavedra winds up second. James Hinchcliffe third. Then Jonathan Somerton, Daniel Harrington, Mario Romancini, Charlie Kimball, Jay Howard, Gustavo Jacobin, and Richard Philippe, your top 10. Let's take a look, Ari. We did have 2 cars getting together. Andrew Prendeville was involved.
Plowman.
And that is Martin Plowman. I thought it was one of the Palm Beach International Raceway cars, but Plowman and his teammate.
Correct. And that's just a factor of
not
not leaving enough room for each other, you know? Look at Junior Strauss celebrating. He's definitely excited to win these 2 races. What an amazing feat.
This guy has already stood on his car and raised his arms in victory, if you will, 3 times this week, and he's going to do it for a 4th. The 18 of Junior Strauss in victory lane for the 2nd consecutive race to start the 2009 Firestone Indy Lights Series season. We'll talk to the winner when we come back to St. Petersburg. The Firestone Indy Lights St. Petersburg 100 on Versus is presented by Firestone. With a tradition of innovation that spans over 100 years, Firestone is the first name in Indy racing. 25-year-old Junior Strauss, he made the pass on Sebastian Saavedra on lap 33, led the final 8 laps, and he is the winner again on the streets of St. Petersburg. Strauss on top of the car celebrating. Kevin Lee is there.
He's the first to start his Firestone Indy Lights career 2 for 2 since 2006 here with Rafael Matos, who is now in the IndyCar Series. This time, 2 passes off restarts to get from 3rd to 2nd and then to the lead.
Well, this race was amazing, guys. Car was so good. I'd like to thank the Winner's Circle Group team for that again. We had a tough race again. It was really hot in the car. Firestone tires kept up really well, gave me grip all through the entire race. I'd like to thank the St. Petersburg fans for all coming to the racetrack. You guys were great. And I'm looking forward to the next race in Long Beach.
What has this weekend done for your career?
I think a lot. It's given the team a lot of confidence. We're a new outfit, so that's obviously very important. Also good for the sponsors, Shell, Knaus, that they're on.
You've got one more road course coming up after this, the streets of Long Beach. What are we going to see when we get to the ovals from you?
Well, we had a pretty good test at the Miami Homestead Oval. I was pretty happy with the car. I have great engineers, so I think we'll be okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Junior Strauss, an excellent start to his Firestone Indy Lights career. He's 2 for 2 on the streets of St. Pete's.
Well, Ari Leindyke Jr., when we started talking about this weekend, we asked, could the rookies have an impact, or would it be the veteran experience that paid off? I think we've got our answer. Rookie has won, not 1, but 2 races here this weekend.
The veterans made the mistakes.
Absolutely.
So
as Kevin Lee mentioned, the pass on lap 27 boosted Junior Strauss from 3rd to 2nd. And then on lap 33, well, this guy is excellent on the restarts as he gets past Saavedra. As we take a look at all of the results here on the St. Petersburg 100.
Wade to be a little bit quicker. You know, he struggled this weekend. I'm sure he'll find his pace throughout the season.
Certainly J.R. Hildebrand, that 21st place finish does not represent what that guy could have done this weekend. And J.R. Hildebrand winds up with a 21st place finish. As we mentioned, AFS Andretti Green Racing, a DNF in race 1 with Saavedra, a DNF in race 2 with Hildebrand. Disappointing for them.
Yeah, right now Saavedra sits 8th in points. Hildebrand sits 7th. So, not what they expected leaving here. So let's see if they can make it up throughout the season.
Championship points as we get set to head to Long Beach in a couple of weeks. No denying that Junior Strauss is far away, the man out in front with 100 points. Jonathan Somerton, a great weekend for him. A 2nd and 4th place finish. He's 28 back. Then you got James Hinchcliffe, Daniel Harrington, Jay Howard, your top 5. Well, you're going to want to join us in 2 weeks here on Versus for the Firestone Indy Lights Long Beach 100, Monday, April the 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. NHL action coming up next. It's the Red Wings and the Buffalo Sabres. For more information on IndyCar, log on to Versus.com. For Ari Lyondike Jr., Kevin Lee, I'm Mike King. Congratulations to Junior Strauss. He sweeps the weekend here on the streets of St. Petersburg.